brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We're starting off today in a 30-person free-for-all battle here in Asia. Full sending's not allowed. If Africa is available, we're going to take Africa. I mean, it's a really good spot. A lot of people sleep on it because it doesn't look like it's a really good spot, but it provides you with a powerful base that then you can push out on. So that's what we're going to be relying on here, and nobody's in Africa at all. I'm a little bit surprised. Typically, at least one person goes in Northern Africa, but with 26 people, looks like most people prioritized Eastern Asia, which is fine for us. We've got free real estate for days. I don't see anyone random spawning or late spawning here, so we're in a good spot. Again, the base is what we really want. This Horn of Africa is what we're really going after. We want to prevent anyone from the Middle East from coming down. We don't really want to get involved in the Middle East ourselves. I prefer to stay in Africa, and the reason why I don't want to go into the Middle East is because I'm trying to avoid the drama and the attention. I do think I'm going to be a rather big player with this amount of land I'm going to get, so the last thing I would really want is to be in a conflict zone where then people are wanting to attack me, and then I'm potentially even the crown. It's just not worth it. I like to play a little bit more low-key at the beginning of the game, build up a little bit of strength, and then strike when I'm ready, not have the moves dictated for me. So that's going to be our plan here. We're going to mostly be focusing up north. Obviously, we want to go down south, limited in the bots up north. Got a little bit of a chokehold there, trying to wait for those bots to go down. We were just limited to 2 options, so I had to take a moment to wait. Now we can start to really push, though, and we do have the crown. A lot of room up north, especially as the player who's started out in kind of Israel or whatever, just didn't push over into the west at all. So we're in a great spot now, and we're just going to continue to keep pushing up north here as much as we possibly can. Now, this does give us a little bit of a disadvantage. Being long ways on a map just means that you're exposed to more people, but this early on in the game, I think that's perfectly fine. We can definitely just go ahead and grab as much of this land as we possibly can. And there we go. We have all of Africa to ourselves. We have a nice crown. Korea's in second place, and you can see him pushing over. That could be a little bit of an issue for us, so we definitely need a moment to save as soon as we finish up with Africa. Just want to make sure that nobody gets a foothold over here. Knock out the spots. And now we wait. Actually, I do want to grab a little bit of island. Just planning ahead there for a little bit. That's a little bit of free real estate down there, so we'll grab that. And now we save. We're in second place. It's a good position for us to be in. We're in strikeable range of the crown should we need to be, but we're pretty isolated over here against some weaker players, and the crown is getting attacked. That's kind of the exact fate I didn't want by being in the Middle East. But speaking of Middle East, this is really weak. We got to jump on this. I think this is just so much land that even though we're going to get the crown, I think we're still fine just because Korea had to dedicate so many troops to fending off this player. I don't imagine a team up really possible, especially as Oh No is over there. So Korea has to worry about that a lot more than he has to worry about me. So we can't really afford to be on the offensive right now. As we just finish up down here, we get the crown back, but we do have 2 million troops, so things are looking great. We can get the alliance with this guy, finish off this, and there we go. Let's go ahead and grab this island. I like to grab this island because people use that as a staging ground for invasions, and it's just a little bit more of a heads up if I'm getting invaded, if there's a boat heading my territory. If I own that, knock you back, sir. I don't know why you thought you could invade me, but that's not going to be the way that this goes. In fact, I'm going to push for this. I don't think he knows that the Tana guy and I have an alliance. Now, is that alliance going to hold? Is this a little bit risky? Yes, it is. But just to get this guy out of the way, we'll push for that. Grab the rest of this over here as well. And now, we are still in a holding position. Korea is a little bit strong, though. I'm going to go launch an attack into him. And the reason I'm doing this, even though I'm the crown, is because you had signaled that you wanted to do it earlier. I do think Oh No wants to get involved. So let's go ahead and knock this crown down. Split the land between Oh No and Tana, so we don't necessarily need all the land ourselves. We have a little bit of an advantage, and there's Oh No jumping in, and that's exactly what we wanted. So we still have a good amount of troops, but now we can definitely push for this land here. And do I want to get involved further is the question. I'm pretty close to red interest, so I think the answer is yes. I definitely think I could take a 2v1. And the reason I'm doing this is because Oh No has a lot of people behind him, so I don't know how much he could dedicate into attacking me versus how much he's going to want to solidify his base. So a little bit of a gamble here, but hopefully it's going to pay off. We're at red interest. We're pretty fine. Those two would have to attack me like right now. What I'm looking for here is Oh No to attack somebody behind him. And if that's the case, yeah, he's kind of doing it. I like a bigger target though. I want to take out Tana, and the reason I want to take out Tana is because it's the biggest threat to me right now. It's a person who is kind of in the way. He's got a lot of weak people behind him, so if I can take him out, that eliminates the 2v1 scenario. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump on this now. I can't, yeah, oh no, he's gonna go into that guy behind him, and he's gonna have to worry about Deutschland. So this is a great moment for me to strike now, is to knock you down, and even if oh no turns on me right now, I've still weakened his potential partner to fight against me. He's starting a full sin, but there is no full sins in this game, so I'm not worried about it at all. Tries to boat, that's not gonna work. And we can just slowly but surely whittle him down. Again, if Ono starts to fight us, I imagine that Deutschland is going to fight him in the back as well. So we take this a little bit slow. We're going to keep attacking, keep being aggressive. He's actually helping us. Okay, well, that's wonderful for us as it continues to weaken our biggest opponent. Now, we do touch borders with the RU guy at the end of this. But again, he kind of falls under the same issue as oh no, is that Deutschland is behind him. So we're playing like Deutschland is a good player who would attack one of these two to try and strengthen themselves. But if he's not, you know, we played the gamble based off what the best players would do. And in this moment, we save, but I do think we attack oh no. Again, our biggest threat right now, let's just go ahead and start eliminating him. If RU starts to attack me, I don't imagine he's going to be too strong. And I think that'd be more of an appealing target for Deutschland to attack than oh no. So we can definitely get this guy down. He's offering an alliance, no. But the longer this game goes on, the better for us. Is we are not getting attacked by RU, so we're definitely in a winning position. Would love to get up to about 45% with red interest. I think that's kind of what is the standard these days of having won the game. But I would call this a winning position just because one of the biggest players that's contributing to the other 55%. Wait, is that right? If I'm dumb, I'm dumb. I'm sorry, it's late. Other 45%, yes, other 45% is that Deutschland takes up a lot of that, and he's not involved in this fight. So we can just keep pushing oh no's all the way down. So we can just continue to keep attacking him. And he's left and become a bot. Deutschland launches his attack, but it's far too late for that. It's unfortunate for him that his positioning didn't line up, but this is kind of what we were pushing for, is to knock down these guys before they had the opportunity to build up, because they definitely would have gone against us and started to work us down. Oh no, could have never really had the opportunity to send a boat over because he never really had the south. So that worked out great for us. And we're going to take out this guy up in the north here. I'm actually pretty okay with leaving the RU guy in just because he did help us try and fight oh no. So that's a player too. Okay, so we'll peace out here. We'll give the claps of good sportsmanship, let everyone know we're going for a peace. Give the alliance here, and then call for peace. There we go. Peace. And then GG's on to the next game. Our next game up is going to be a 30-player teams battle here in Africa. We're going to try and get the north, because I don't know where our team's going to go, but this is a nice kind of solidifying area, although it only works if people go with you, and going on the corner edge like that's not instilling a lot of confidence. We could go down here, and in fact, I'm going to get out. That Scion team looks like they were going to be a threat. I think I have a lot better chance of 1-2 punching with this guy and linking up with him than fighting down 4 people on one team at the same time. Was it a fight we potentially could have won with their positioning? Yes, but at the same time, was it a good position for the team? No, and I think that needs to be the priority here. Hopefully you do really well, player 570. Name doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, but I have confidence in you nonetheless, because, you know, to be a good teammate, you just have to play like everyone knows what they're doing and is going to be a good teammate. Planning for people to fail is, in my opinion, a plan to fail. So we're going to assume that he's going to be really good. He's going to do a great job. We're going to try and position ourselves to help him. And together, we're going to capture West Africa and then push out into the east. That's the plan. Let's see how well it goes into fruition. Now, we do have the crown right off the bat and a lot of room to expand. So that's really good for us. We just make sure that we don't get in a trap where we're locked into bots that only have us to attack. And then also that we don't overextend in a way that ruins our chances of future expansion. So let's knock down this bot and this one. And you, push out, keep pushing out. Priority needs to be the east, but I am going up north a lot because of this guy right here. So our teammate is holding on to a lot of troops, not doing a great job of expanding right now. So that's not exactly instilling a lot of confidence. Let's keep pushing up north and try and link up with our teammate. I don't know why he's saving so much. He might have dropped, in all honesty. which is going to be really unfortunate because we went with this aggressive positioning, knowing that we are going to have a friend. And if we don't have that friend, well, then our plans are kind of all for naught. So let's keep pushing out. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not going to just keep letting the other teams get the land. Oof, not good for us. I mean, we do have the crown. And Frey's down there. Frey being down there gives me a lot of confidence. And these two being against each other is nice as well. Now you're starting to go, okay, good. At least you're moving somewhere. Let's keep saving. No need to press anything right now. We have the crown by a pretty wide margin. We can definitely help out a little bit though, if I'm being honest, as it gets us to 60,000. Let's push. Grab this land as well. And unfortunately, our teammate's going to be encapsulated in us, but he will have us to donate to. So there we go. And we're in a decent spot. We just need time to save. And we also really would like to push out on one of the players in green. You full donating is not great. Do I push into this guy? I think we save for a little bit longer. Frey's going into him though. I don't really want borders with this guy though. The Scion team was something I was fearful of from the beginning. I don't need too much land, to be honest with you. Frey diving hard is a little bit scary, so I'm going to save to try and support him. I'm going to get over here because I don't want you to have borders on this guy. Let's push for this. Grab a really aggressive amount of land. And we are slightly blocked. You can still boat into us, but not biggest priority right now. Biggest priority right now is trying to get down to... Frey's going to go down. Okay, so we need to solidify our options as best as possible. The blue team is in a really strong spot. Let's start knocking down this guy. We are at red interest, so we can afford to be a little bit aggressive here. We could also potentially go into you, but I'm going to take out this guy first. And then I'm going to keep player 803 on my border. And the reasoning why is because I want to use them as a buffer state. I'm going to squeeze past Enzo, go into you, push aggressively over here for this land so we can't get kicked off. And get rid of a big threat right off the board. Okay, so we're feeling pretty good about that. That full send actually works to our favor. If we could just get a little bit of land out of it though. There we go. Now becomes, how do we handle the blue team? I'm gonna boat down to you, skip this guy. Actually, I'm gonna send this boat back. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go through the stronger of the players. Give me that boat, go back. We'll work through this guy. And the reason I switched directions because I saw that this guy was a bot. Love for that bot to potentially kick me off, but if not, I can go straight into this guy. So I think we're okay. We have 35%. We're okay. And don't think I don't see you sneaking your way up. This is actually kind of something that benefits us. Is he has to attack us right away, but we have a lot more troops than he does. Now, we don't want to eliminate this bot. We just kind of want to get you to a chokehold. There we go. Keep attacking me. Okay, we're through the chokehold. There we go. Okay. So we successfully eliminated that guy out of our way. Knock you down. So you can't get back here. We'll go through this bot now. Stop the bot. Okay, you are over attacking. Good. You are the second strongest. Yeah, we got 45%. I'm playing this a little bit too scared, to be honest with you. We could definitely tank a lot of attacks. This guy's gone down to 3 million. Just keep pushing. Now we don't want to afford to get cut off here because he's got so little troops. Let's push for this. There's the full send. We grab the land. Grab this land as well. Wonderful. And now we're at an unstoppable position with 56%. We can afford to lose some percentages here until we get up to our maximum. And now it's just the point of where we go. Hey, thanks for the GGs, brothers. GG to you. As he recognized that we had too much percentage of land. So we played that the best we could. It was a really tricky situation of trying to not engage both blue players at the same time. I think that would have really been detrimental to us and any kind of chance that we had of winning the game. But we'll first take out this guy. Unfortunately, we weren't able to save any of our teammates along the way. But we had to prioritize winning the game for our team over survival. And once Frey started going up the middle, it was going to be really hard to defend him. He put himself in a dangerous situation. But at the same time, he was getting attacked from the blues. He was their natural target. So there really was no way for us at that moment to help him other than donating. And I think donating would have been the only way that we could have potentially lost this game, is by putting our stock into a smaller player and hoping that he uses the troops effectively. So we hedged on ourselves instead, able to pull away here. So GG's to all involved. We'll go to the collapse to anyone still in it. It's just us. We'll call for peace here. There we go. And give a kissy face for the boys. And as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. If you have made it this far in the video, hey, give a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.